How's it going, everybody? My name is Adam, and welcome to the money portion of the M3 podcast. All right, I'm here, to really cover cryptocurrencies, and I'm glad to be the one to show y'all what exactly crypto is about today. All right, but before I get into that, I really want to show y'all exactly what qualifies me to really speak about this subject and give y'all an introduction into this subject for not only new people getting into this, but essentially like a point of reference whenever I'm talking about this in the future. All right, so qualifications really are two things that I like to call a PhD as well as an MBA. Now, these are probably not the two things that y'all are thinking about. My PhD stands for a public high school diploma, and my MBA is a massive bank account. All right, I have had experience within this, but not over a long period of time. See, I started studying this space last December of 2020. Now, why I think that is important to point out is because it's not the amount of time that I have been studying cryptocurrencies, but it's really what I've been able to do within that time frame. See, I started off as a glorified drive-through worker, getting by paycheck to paycheck, or really day by day, since I really lived off of tips, to being able to travel out to places like where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm at Fort Lauderdale, just got back from South Beach, earlier today. I've been able to travel on my own time, been able to quit my job, live off of cryptocurrencies and my gains due to the research that I've been able to do, and that's off of the skill set that I've been able to, accumulate over the past few months. Now, the experience I've been able to get is not due to YouTube really. Actually, the way I was able to get my experience was not only plugging into multiple successful ass cryptocurrency investors and traders, but being able to ask them personal questions on what they wish they knew whenever they started out their journey in investing and building their portfolios to where they're at now. I've been able to really compress that time frame for not only myself, but multiple other individuals that have been able to talk to me and ask me questions as well. Because at the end of the day, I just want to be able to pay it forward to other people. So without further ado, I want to jump into what exactly is cryptocurrencies and the market. All right, so a cryptocurrency really is essentially, in simple terms, the future of currencies. This introduced the method or the idea of decentralized finance. A decentralized financial system, or DeFi, is basically an upgrade from the centralized financial system. See, centralized finance is governed by central entities, hence the name. And what really makes a groundbreaking aspect of decentralized finance is that there's no single person in charge of everybody's money. Everybody has a say in what happens in this system. There's complete transparency. There's no risk of corruption within this space. And there's a lot more freedom as to what you can do within this. There's no discrimination. Something that is bad about decentralized finance, essentially this appears within decentralized finance. Now, the other side of decentralized finance is obviously people with bad intentions will be able to do bad things, but people with bad intentions are going to find a way to do whatever they want regardless, whether it's a centralized financial system or a decentralized financial system. So there's always that caveat, but people tend to, stray away from it just due to the fact that it gives people, the freedom to do whatever they want, and they think about the bad side of it immediately. Now, where did this start? It all started back in 2008 with good old Bitcoin, all right? See, Bitcoin started out being worth only 1 penny. Today, You can only imagine, earlier in the year, I think about a month ago, it was peaking up at about, mid 60,000s. It's down to about like mid 30,000s right now. It's a steal for where it's at right now, but I'm not gonna be giving out financial advice. My job is to really give y'all an overview about what happens within this space. The reason why this has really gone up is because it is a brand new technology, guys. When was the last time that a new technology that brought groundbreaking aspects to the table didn't get adopted on a mass scale? I can't recall one single time. Think about cars, think about refrigerators, microwaves, cell phones, internet. All of those things people thought were crazy at first and then massively got adopted overnight. This is not going to be an exception for the future of financial currencies, right? It doesn't weigh anything, all right? There's nothing you need to carry around. There is basically, more security in your currencies. There could be a crypto billionaire that boards a plane and nobody could ever know about it unless they open their mouth and talk about it. So essentially with these S-curves of adoption, and why I call it an S-curve is because it creeps up slowly and then has exponential growth and then starts to plateau off. Think about it like horses. Not a lot of people wanted to drive a car at first. There was a lot of fear, a lot of doubt in brand new automobiles that were coming out. Were they safe? Was there any regulations? No, and no at the time, really. So another aspect of this brand new technology is that it is disruptive to what already is in place, right? What decentralized finance brings to the table is something that is super disruptive to the people that are in charge of the centralized financial system, right? So think about it this way. Cars disrupted everybody who was, selling horses, everybody who was making money off of the horse regulation industry. You had to have a license, you had to keep them clean. The governments were making money off of the fines if you didn't maintain your horse properly. Uber disrupted the taxi industry. Airbnb disrupted the hotel industry. Guess what Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies disrupts? The centralized financial system, or banks, because this allows people to become their own bank. All right? That is something huge, and the first time this has been able to happen in human history. All right? This type of opportunity to give people a way to get their money into something before the financial elites is unheard of. Think about if you were able to buy cell phone technology, just a small portion of it, a little percentage, and the more people that used cell phones over time and adopted it, you made more and more and more money. This aspect applies to cryptocurrencies. So this is a huge thing. Getting your money in before the banks will make you a killing, which is why it is considered one of the largest transfers of financial wealth in human history. All right, so with that fact in mind, as well as the S-curve wave of adoption, that's why I believe cryptocurrencies are such a worthy thing to cover on this podcast series. All right, this is all for today's episode, but I appreciate y'all coming in and plugging into this video today. If y'all want to hear more and reach out to me, I have my Instagram that's going to be tagged or in the description below. All right, it's at Adam Ismail, but one instead of the L because I don't take those. So I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out, stay safe, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. I'm out.